Right, I'm going to say it. Rugby Championship is better than the Six Nations. For the second week in a row, we have been gripped to our seats as the Rugby Championship takes centre stage again. My name's Shanair, and this is All Things Rugby's review of the Rugby Championship Round 2. So I don't think we've given them enough credit over the last couple of weeks, but let's start with Argentina. What a performance down in South America to conquer the All Blacks for the first time at home. I'm going to start off with how well Argentina played. Argentina capitalised off the All Blacks' terrible discipline this week, which just carried on from last week. Over the last 2 weekends, the All Blacks have conceded 22 penalties, and this weekend, even with Albinos going off, Santi Carreras came on and slotted 4 penalties and just kept the scoreboard ticking over. Along with that penalty count, the All Blacks missed 40 tackles this weekend. That is absolutely unheard of. We thought their attack was limited last week with only 2 line breaks. Somehow this week it was even worse, with Simon Parker getting the only line break for the All Blacks. And even though they managed a victory last week, they had 2 yellow cards, and they somehow managed to top that this week with 3. Will Jordan got done for changing his line, Tupavai and Severis both got done for a deliberate knock-on, and we just haven't seen that lack of discipline from the All Blacks since God knows when. After the back of last weekend's performance, Australia were out to prove that it wasn't just a one-off, and they put up an epic show in Cape Town. Although they didn't come away with a victory this week, I don't think anyone will be taking them lightly for the rest of the championship. An interesting first half to say the least. Australia got hit with a couple of injuries early on, with both Nick White having to go off and Tom Wright at the back. But the story of the first half for the Wallabies was them turning down 3 points on multiple occasions to go for the corner that didn't return any points. South Africa, on the other hand, brought back Andre Pollard, who conducted an awesome game plan like we said they should have done last week. Not only did he go 6 from 6 from his boot, he had 10 kicks from hand in the game that was complemented with Grant Williams with another 9. This week, South Africa kicked well, put the ball in the right places and played in the parts of the pitch that they wanted to. On the back of that awesome kicking performance from Pollard, South Africa also won 100% of their lineouts and their scrums. Australia, on the other hand, were left wanting by the end of the game and clutching at straws as James O'Connor missed the last couple of penalties to just get that bonus point for them. We go into a week break for the Rugby Championship, but the table was as exciting as it's ever been. In a couple of weeks' time, New Zealand are going to be putting their Eden Park record on the line as the Springboks head over to New Zealand. In the other game, Argentina are going to be making the trip to Australia, and we can really see what this Australian side's got at home. With the Northern Hemisphere still on a break from the season, the Rugby Championship really is getting all the limelight at the moment, with that age-old question asked, what's better, Rugby Championship or Six Nations? If round 1 and 2 is anything to go by, the Rugby Championship is hands down the winner, leading to the question, what's better, Super Rugby or the Prem in the URC? With no Rugby Championship next week, all eyes go to the Pacific Nations Cup, and we'll be giving you the lowdown on what's happening so far in the competition. Be sure to follow us across social platforms and make sure you download the Rugby app to stay up to date with all news, highlights, and everything that's happening in the world of rugby. My name's Shanair, and this has been All Things Rugby.